Hey everybody, welcome back to the brand new video. I hope everyone's having a very pleasant Wednesday afternoon out there. And I'm going to do something that I might regret in this video. I've got a box. It's a sealed set actually of 1986 Topps Tiffany. It's been sealed for all these years, 40 years. This set has been perfectly preserved and sealed, and it's been on the shelf of just one owner. I picked this up from a collection that my brother and I bought out last year, and he said that he bought it, I think he said like Montgomery Ward's or something like that, and it's been sitting on his shelf all this time and has never moved. It's still sealed. So one of the big differences between a regular 86 Tiffany set and this is that a lot of the ones online, the seal's already broken because people have like opened the set up, looked at them or whatever, and put the cards back in. This is a special one. This would get a premium. I would suspect this, based off of recently sold, would sell for over $2,000. With a broken seal, it's probably worth half as much, just because people don't know what they're getting. Also, this set is at a premium because it has never been shipped to anybody. Just think about it. If this set was shipped to you, wherever you're at, in the mail, I'd wrap it all up so good with the bubble wrap and everything. Packing peanuts, put it in a big box, make sure that the box arrives just like this. But the problem is that inside, as it gets shipped, the cards are, rolling around in there. The box is rolling and rotating, and those cards are rolling and rotating in there as well, just a little bit. And this is such a sensitive set for condition. They've got those black corners in the top. So we're going to do something crazy here. We're going to break the set, and we're going to divvy it up. So set break is coming up on Thursday the 12th. Here's our upcoming shows. We have one tonight. We have one on Friday as well. But Super Bowl's this Sunday. We'll go live around noon. Then we've got the 10-year anniversary, giving away $1,000. YouTube 10-year anniversary on Tuesday the 10th. Then the 11th is the Topps release party day on the 2026 Topps Series 1. And then Thursday the 12th. So we've got about 9 days until we bust this set. Actually, we're going to bust the set right here. Let's do it. But I'm going to arrange the set so that every pack has a Hall of Famer or like a superstar in it. So here we go. This is the moment of truth. We're going to break the seal right now. Wow. There goes $1,000 down the drain if I was to resell this. Now, this is what we're looking at. We really want to pay close attention to the black corners. Looks really nice so far. Take a look. You see those are the black tops, and everything's looking so good. I looked at recently sold. Tony Gwynn sold just last week, actually a couple weeks ago, for $1,600 from this set in a PSA 10. There have been no recent sales of Nolan Ryan because that's such a hard card to get in a PSA 10. These are all going to be out of order, by the way. Oh my goodness, take a look at the corners on these. This is going to be pretty wild. So even like a Dusty Baker PSA 10 is going to get you some nice money. The Tiffany 1986 top set, there's Wally Backman. The big names, obviously, Nolan Ryan. Ricky Henderson in a PSA 10. This could nab a good bit of money. It's a little off-center, I'll give you that, but Ricky Henderson, let's take him out. I'll take out all the superstars. What I'll do is there's Darryl Strawberry right there. Now, even like guys like Pete Rose, like his PSA 10 sold for, I think, recently $700. That Darryl Strawberry just sold for $809 in December. Looking at the last couple sales. Earl Hershiser, another superstar. The way I'll do it is I'll divide it up. There's Dave Winfield. Jose Cruz, Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer right there, and Larry McWilliams. Now, the 86 top set does lack, there's Lenny Dykstra. He's actually one of the better rookies, but look at the corners. Look at the corners on the Dykstra. I feel like every card, unless it's off-center, has a shot at a 10. Awesome Lenny Dykstra hit right there. So what I've got to do, the reason I'm opening this now is I got to sleeve up every single one of these cards, and then I've got to top load up all the better cards of the stars that I'm taking out. And then what I'll do is I'll put them all together in packs, and then we'll just go ahead and sell them off. on Whatnot on Thursday in a set break. It'll be a Throwback Thursday set break, 1986 Topps Tiffany. Still looking for Nolan Ryan and the Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, Ryan Sandberg, Don Mattingly. There's Junior Ortiz, but just, I can't get over the corners of these cards. Look at them. They're perfect. All of those top corners are perfect. Whitey Herzog's a Hall of Famer. Tony La Russa, a Hall of Famer right there. Roger Maris, not a Hall of Famer, but a major star. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer right there. We got some of the leaders cards. Dale Murphy, should be a Hall of Famer. Man, Steve Carlton, Willie Mays, Frank Robinson, Turn Back the Clocks. These are awesome. So if you like 86 and you want a shot at getting a nice potential PSA 10, I know it's tough to get a 10. But this is probably your best bet. Even probably a higher chance to get a PSA 10 out of a set like this than a wax pack. Again, because this has never been shipped. That's a huge deal. Just been sitting on this guy's shelf all the time. He put it in a box. I transported the box to my car. Harold Reynolds rookie card. Right there. Also, Cecil Fielder is another notable rookie. We might as well keep going until we see all the big boys. And then again, you'll have 9 days to hopefully see this video at some point and check us out in our stream where we break this. It'll be the day after the Topps release. Good old Larry Anderson. Here's Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. Just look at those corners. Eddie Murray, 86. Another Hall of Famer, Jim Rice. Very nice, just beautiful cards. The backs, of course, as you know, are always, there's George Brett, always it's kind of a, whiter back. George Brett, another nice one right there. Mariano Duncan. Lou Whitaker should be a Hall of Famer, maybe someday. So I don't even know how many cards I'm going to be taking out. It's probably going to be something like, I have honestly no clue. Checklist card. This checklist card's actually creased, by the way. Weird. Wonder what happened with that. It was kind of like underneath the tab over there. Thank goodness it's just a checklist and not like one of the big boys. Good old Darren Dalton. There's the Pete Rose. Manager card. Good old Johnny Grubb. Again, these sets are kind of weird how these sets are not in order by number. And also kind of weird how you got to flip them upside down. I guess it's all about how the cards were printed on their sheet. There's Billy Martin. Not a Hall of Famer, but definitely a notable name. We get some of the All-Star cards now. This would be cool. We've got Tony Perez and Fernando Valenzuela right there. Perez is a Hall of Famer. Valenzuela was up for the vote. Pete Rose, who's on the Veterans Committee, did not get enough votes. Vince Coleman, record breaker card. Doc Gooden, Dan Quisenberry. There's Dale Murphy. Man, some nice ones right here. All those guys, we'll get them all protected. Who we got here? Phil Niekro, another Hall of Famer at the tail end of his career after playing for many, many years. Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart minus the intimidating glare right there. Almost looks kind of nice. I hope I didn't make a bad decision ripping this open, but I figured... I tried to sell the set when I first got it. I said, if there's anyone interested, make me a fair offer. I had, I think, 2 or 3 offers, but the best offer was somebody offered $1,500, and they would drive the whole way from Massachusetts to come and get it. So that, again, you don't want it being shipped. You don't want, even I could wrap this in 10 layers of bubble wrap. You still don't want it being shipped, just because, again, the cards will be rotating in the box as they go through the conveyor belts and such. Earl Weaver, Sparky Anderson, both Hall of Famers. Getting loaded onto the back of a truck and all that stuff. So Andre Dawson pulled his autograph yesterday. A big surprise. These are cool, these leaders cards. So that's where they get the mini leaders design from. I just kind of put two and two together. Remember that release? The 86 Topps mini leaders? They use that exact same design. There's Ricky Henderson All-Star card. Very nice. Ozzie Smith. Got Doc Gooden. There's Donnie Baseball. Gary Carter. Carlton Fisk. Man, a lot of good ones in here. Cal Ripken Jr. right there. We haven't seen his base card yet. Another Pete Rose. I used to like that Rick Rhoden just because it was a Pirates card back in the day. Haven't seen the Mike Schmidt yet. Haven't seen Wade Boggs, Ryan Sandberg yet. Still waiting on... There's Wade. Wade Boggs right there. I want to see this Nolan Ryan. Bert Blyleven, Hall of Famer. There's Mike Schmidt. Just look at the corners. Don Sutton. That one's a little off center. That Don Sutton. Cecil Fielder rookie card. Ken Griffey Sr. Mel Hall. But yeah, we'll be back live tonight. It's currently Wednesday. What is it? February the... There's Eric Davis. That one actually has a little bit of an issue right there. A little printing issue on the side, a little edge issue. But February 5th, we'll be back with Whatnot Wednesday tonight. Busy day. We're going late tonight. I got to take my daughter to a basketball game. Take the kids to Girl Scouts at the same time. Running all around. It's not easy. Terry Francona, Brett Saberhagen. There's Tom Seaver. Another nice one. And I like having the box in the background just to show the contrast of those top black corners. So nice. Vince Coleman, 86. That's a great card right there. Vince Coleman, I guess that's what? That's that Coleman rookie card. Bobby Cox, Hall of Famer. There's a good bit of cards. There's Clemens. Good bit of stars and Hall of Famers here to take out. The stack's getting pretty large. Good old Pedro Guerrero. Bruce Sutter, another Hall of Famer. So you'll have to let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the condition? I think it's fantastic. Some of the cards a little off center here and there, but I don't know if you could find better conditioned 86 Topps Tiffany cards. There it is. Take a look at the corners. If a Tony Gwynn goes for $1,600, what's the Nolan Ryan go for? I don't have I don't have a paid subscription or any of those apps that will tell, but I don't know, maybe a few grand for this. Man, what a freaking card. Nolan Ryan. We'll get that one touched up. Well, there's your Nolan Ryan. There's still obviously more cards to see. I'm trying to think who else off the top of my head we're still missing. I don't think we've seen Reggie Jackson yet. Still looking for Rhino. I don't think we've seen Andre Dawson yet. Now, Barry Bonds, Bo Jackson, if you're waiting on them to come up, remember, Jose Canseco, Will Clark, those guys. Those guys are all on Topps Traded. That Topps Traded set is like absolutely bonkers insane. Jack Morris. Imagine if some of them would have made it in. There's Kirk Gibson. There's Donnie Baseball. I used to love this card so much. And right behind it is Cal Ripken Jr. Great stuff. And Pete Rose. What a 1-2-3 punch. And Mike Smithson breaks up the hot streak. Yeah, when I bought this collection, it was probably about a year ago. I think it was last winter. Lots of stuff. I still have some of the stuff. There were some hockey cards in there. There's Ted Simmons. He's a Hall of Famer. Some Garbage Pail Kids cards I still have. I'll probably open a Garbage Pail Kid box maybe every Halloween or something like that. Sold off a bunch of the singles already. We pretty much did that right away. Ray Searage. Here's some more Leaders cards. Charlie Huff is in there. There's Tom Seaver, another Pete Rose. Hey, that's a pretty cool hat tip to Pete Rose, those Pete Rose cards, giving him a shout out to all of his cards. They did the same thing in 1976 for Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron set the record for most home runs. And then Pete Rose, of course, getting the same treatment in this, setting the record for most career hits, which he still has, although some people will say, oh, Ichiro has more. Ichiro has more combined with his Japanese league stats put in there, though. Pete's still the hit king to me. John Wathan right there. Good old Tommy Lasorda. He's a Hall of Famer. Greg Gross. Bruce Bochy, he will be a Hall of Famer someday. There's Andre Dawson, the Hawk. All right, we've seen most, and we'll pick up the pace a little bit. There's only just a little bit left, so thank you very much for joining us. There's the Fisk. Again, I just figured this would be kind of fun to check out today. The Tiffany 1986 top set that it's literally been sitting on this table here where I film the videos. Puckett, man, that Puckett's sick. Look at those corners, but this has been sitting here for just about a year. Honestly, there was like stuff, there was silver packs and all kinds of just random stuff. We got caught off sides there. Stopped filming. It said man, that was quick. Here's some of the recent hits. I don't even know where it cut me off. That Kirby puck was pretty crazy. But I'm filming in 4K, and it takes a lot longer for the video to upload, but I just really like the way it looks. 4K, 60 frames per second, but the problem is, this Rod Carew, I guess it uses a ton of memory, so I gotta be real careful about that. I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of stuff off my phone, so I just had to delete a lot of the recent videos that I filmed, the card show video and everything else, get that out of here to make some space. But I think it is a better experience for those folks that are watching on a big screen TV. Although, when I was filming just regular HD at 30 frames a second, I can upload a video in like 10 seconds. It's pretty nice. This one will probably take all night. You might not even see this video until, who knows? I'm filming it right now at 5. There's the Van Slyke, 5 p.m. Actually, it's almost 6 p.m., but probably won't even get uploaded till way later. There's Dave Parker, Hall of Famer. Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. So definitely a fun set to check out. And once again, thanks for joining us, everybody. I got to go ahead and head out the door to Girl Scouts right now. Got kind of thrown off sides by there's Goose Gossage, by the whole issue with this. Tony Gwynn, there he is. We'll stop right there. Tony Gwynn and Ozzie Smith. We've seen almost every big card. This card just sold a couple weeks ago for $1,600 in a PSA 10. That's got a shot. Look at the corners of it. Ozzie Smith as well. I just keep wanting to go. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. There's Reggie Jackson. All the big cards in here, all in great shape. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you so much for checking us out. Check us out tonight on Whatnot. And we also will be live this Friday on Whatnot as well. And then Sunday early show for the Super Bowl. Hope you can check it out then. And if you'd like to get $15 off, you can use this code. Sign up, get $15 off. Type this link in or use this QR code. And if you're a new user, it'll knock $15 off your first purchase. So check all of our shows out. Bookmark them all. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And I'll see you tonight on Whatnot. Good night, everybody.